Well, hi there, YouTube. Welcome back to Kramer's Garage. I'm Bob Kramer. Let me show you what I'm working on today. I recently acquired this bike. And you might be saying, oh my God, what is that? This is a 1976 Honda Gl1000 Ltd. They call it the LTD model. Now, it came to me in this condition, mostly torn apart, engine is out, all the body work, of course, is off, fenders are off, it's all in bits and pieces. So why did I buy such a project? All right, the LTD is the most rare of all the vintage Goldwings. And here's what one looks like completely assembled. I happen to have two of them in the garage right now that belong to a friend of mine who's a collector. So anyway, I just updated the maintenance on these two LTDs. And I'm getting ready to do a full restoration on my recently acquired LTD. This is the engine for it. I'm going to show you the body work too. I ran out of space in the garage. As you can see, I'm a little crowded right now. So I actually have the body work for this LTD project in my office. So let's take a walk over there and I'm going to show it to you. So here's one of the side covers for the top shelter. They're in very good condition. There's the radiator there. This seat is an aftermarket edition, custom made, I expect. But it's got a built-in backrest that's integrated right into the seat. I don't know how that's going to look on the bike, but that's not the original, so I'm going to be looking for an original seat for this bike. And then there's the back fender. The chrome is nearly perfect. There's the front fender. Again, the chrome is nearly perfect. It has one small dent in it. Other than that, nearly perfect. And then there's the side covers with the distinctive LTD logo. So all these parts are in my office at the moment. So what differentiates the LTD from a standard GL1000? It's mostly cosmetics. The rims are gold anodized and they have gold plated spokes. Let's look at the front wheel over here. I think you can see the gold plated spokes. So you've got gold anodized rims, gold plated spokes, a little bit more chrome. For example, these engine mounting brackets are chrome on the LTD. They're painted black on a standard Goldwing. Also, the oil fill cap is chromed. On this particular example, I believe these rocker covers were also chromed. Or, oh no, they're not. The timing belt covers are chromed. The rocker covers are highly polished. Also, the radiator shroud wings are chrome on this one. On the standard Goldwings, they're painted. So it's got a little bit more chrome, gold anodized wheels. The handlebar is different. It's a little bit higher. So when you buy cables for an LTD, they have to be a little bit longer than they are on a standard Goldwing. There's the muffler and exhaust system for my project Goldwing. It's in good shape. It's not rusted through anywhere. It's a little bit rusty, but not in terrible shape. Well, anyway, that's the main differences. Gold anodized rims, gold plated spokes, more chrome pieces, and that is about it. And the distinctive LTD logo, and all of them were painted this same color. Honda calls this wine brown, and all the LTDs are painted that color. So, back to my LTD. All the bodywork's in really good condition except for this one piece here. The pinstriping is off. It's damaged. But look at this. This bike has only got 21,600 miles on it. So, since it came to me with no engine in the frame, before I begin to assemble this, which I'm not going to do, I'm going to take it all apart and refinish the frame and put it all back together on a newly painted frame. I'm not going to repaint the body work. I'm going to leave that all original. I'm going to try to fix the pinstriping, and that's about it. So I want to keep that paint all original with its original patina. You can see the rims are in really nice condition. So this will be a good project. And since this is the most rare of all the Goldwings, it's also the most valuable as far as resale goes. So now, since the engine was out of the frame, before I assemble it, I want to make sure, I want to determine what the overall health of the engine is. So it had no oil in it. The previous owner took the clutch out. He claimed that the clutch was bad, and he gave me a new set of clutch discs to go with it. So I'll be looking at that and putting it back together. But I wanted to find out what the overall health of the engine is. So I rigged it up here. Oh, it did not have belts on it. The valve timing belts had been removed, and it had been sitting for 7 years. He took this apart 7 years ago, and it's been sitting in pieces in his garage for 7 years. And he just lost interest in the project. So he had the timing belts off and sitting there for 7 years with the belts off. So I was a little bit concerned that maybe somebody at some point rotated the crankshaft and bent a valve or something like that. So I rigged it up on the bench here so I can do a compression test. So I'm discovering several things. First of all, I got the engine to roll over with jumper cables. I'm just running jumper cables direct to the starter motor. You can see down there I've got a jumper cable connected to the starter motor, and I'm connected to a battery over here. So I just did the compression test on 2 cylinders on the left side of the engine, and they're both reading 160. I marked it right on the cylinder head for now. I'll record this later in a document. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to show you how to do a compression test, and what else. The other thing that I'm finding out is if my oil pumps are working correctly. So I poured a couple quarts of oil in the engine, and I sprayed fogging oil in the cylinders so they're not turning over dry. And now I'm getting ready to do the compression test on the right-hand side. So if somebody was following me around with the camera, you could see exactly what's going on. But I'm screwing the compression gauge into number 1 cylinder. Okay, and we're going to just lay that there. So, okay, so you can see I've got the compression gauge screwed into number 1 cylinder. It's laying on top of the engine block, and I'm going to now crank it over by doing this. number one is low. I've only got 70 psi. But you can see oil pouring out. So I now know, and it's squirting too. So I now know that my oil pumps are working. So before I continue, yeah, I'm going to record that 70, it's at 75 psi. That's disappointing. That means that head has to get pulled. So I'm just going to write that here. 75. Before I continue, I'm going to bolt the rocker covers back on so I don't blow all the oil out. So, bear with me. Cylinder number one's only 75 psi, so I'm assuming that one has probably a bent valve. So here's my saving grace. Over here, I have a couple months ago, I got to move these carburetors out of the way. These are the carburetors that came with the 76. They're fairly clean. I'm going to take them apart, of course, and make sure they're clean inside and they're going to run good. But they're not too bad shape. But anyway, let me just move that aside. So a couple months back, I milled these heads and recut the valve seats. So I have a just like new set of heads sitting here on my other workbench. So I think I'm going to pull the heads off of that engine and just replace it with these. I have the valves. I just need to, all I need to do with these heads is hand lap the valves and put them back together, and I've got a beautiful set of heads. So I believe those are going to go on the LTD. All right, well, this is the first video in a series of videos on this LTD. So this is where I'm at. I'm gonna take it the rest of the way apart, refinish the frame. While the paint on the frame is curing, I'll be tearing this down and putting the reworked heads on there. And then when the frame is cured, I can reassemble the engine to the frame and start building a bike. So stay tuned for more videos on the Honda Goldwing Ltd. It's the 1976 Bi-Centennial edition of the Goldwing. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel.